proceeding forward, that is the operating system. Over here we will like to study all about the operating system in depth. Okay, operating system is a system software. Again, I would like to highlight that what is operating system. Operating system is a system software which controls and facilitates the activity of a computer. Clear? That means what? A type of system software which is capable of controlling and facilitating the activity of computer. A computer simultaneously carries out many activities. Clear? To control all the activities, you can go to task manager. If you are having a good knowledge of computer, you can go to task manager, and over there you can check out many different processes are continuously running on background. Understood? All those activities are managed by whom? The operating system. Clear? Okay. It acts as interface between user and computer hardware. What is the meaning of interface? Interface means what? Whatever interaction is going between the user and computer, it is not directly established. It is instead established with the help of operating system. Check out this diagram. This diagram explains what? Whatever the command user gives, that command is accessed by application software. With a suitable example, I would like to illustrate this. Let's suppose you want to play a video. Clear? You want to play a video. What you will be doing, you being the user will access the application software. The name of that application software, let's assume that is VLC Media Player. You being the user, you use the application software VLC Media Player. That is an application software. You are interacting with VLC Media Player, an application software, and that application software will interact then to the operating system. That is whatever Windows you are having onto your computer, Windows 7 or Windows 8, Windows 10, whatever. Now that VLC Media Player will interact with the operating system. Clear? Why to interact with that operating system? Because operating system is the ultimate manager to process all the information that is to be done by the hardware. The hardware itself directly cannot process. Understood? It needs the help of operating system. So basically that operating system acts as an interface. Clear? Whatever command you are using, it is accessed by application software. Then that particular command is passed on to operating system. Operating system makes sure that whatever target you have fixed, whatever task is to be done, it makes that accomplish with the help of hardware. Then whatever the result that hardware generates, again that same operating system accepts that particular result, that processed data, that information, and that information is passed on back to the application software, and that application software again does what? It displays the result onto the monitor, and that result is being understood or being seen by you. This is the way how things go on. Clear? So few of the important topics I would like to tell you directly over here, which is given in book. That is the first point. Easy interaction between the user and computer system. Means what? The operating system is basically responsible for the interaction between the user and computer system. Why this typical term easy is given? I am assuming that you do know that Windows is a very particular type of operating system which is very user friendly. Even kids can handle Windows, isn't it? There is a cross sign, there is a maximize and minimize signs are also very user friendly. One can easily understand by just visualizing them. That Cross sign tells what? Everybody can understand if it is a cross, that means definitely when we will click onto that, the thing will close. A minus sign is there, that minus sign resembles what? Minimize, isn't it? So one can understand easily, hence it is resembling what? It is a very easy, it makes things easier. A person who is a rookie, a person not even rookie, a person who is a very newcomer, he or she can also handle the hardware of a computer, the computer itself, with the use of operating system. Clear? Okay. Second important point, starting computer automatically when power is turned on. What do? We just press the CPU button, isn't it? After that, whatever task is to be accomplished, whatever tasks are to be carried forward, all those are being monitored by whom? The operating system. Various tasks are there that needs to be carried on. See, starting up the computer, it carries lot of process, and those lot of process are known as booting. Clear? Booting of the computer is a very complex task. You yourself won't understand how many background processes are being carried out. Clear? But all those background processes are being monitored by operating system. Clear? Controlling input and output. Whatever input you are fetching to the computer, it is being monitored, it is being checked by operating system. And then whatever the results are being given back to you is being done by whom? The hardware. And that is accessed by whom? The operating system. And then it is passed on to you via monitor or whatever output device it is. Clear? Scheduling processes initiated by user. Scheduling. What is the meaning of scheduling? Let's suppose you have scheduled a task. Scheduling means what? We humans tend to forget. Let's suppose tomorrow I need to perform a very important task. Let's suppose tomorrow I need to perform a PPT presentation, a PowerPoint presentation. Okay. So if I will forget that, I might be in danger, isn't it? So what I can do is, I can just schedule that task. I can just schedule an alarm in the Windows, in the operating system. That operating system will automatically onto that particular time, which time I have set, onto that particular time, the operating system will start alarming me that whatever message is to be given, it will give back to us. Let's suppose I have created a message at 12 p.m. At 12 p.m. that means at noon 12 p.m. I need to prepare a PowerPoint presentation. This is the message that I have prepared. Understood? So exactly at 12 p.m. the scheduler will definitely alarm us that particular message. Okay, so I will come to know that I have to accomplish that task. Things can be scheduled. You can even schedule the switching off of your computer. Clear? Though switching on of a computer you cannot schedule, because that is a manual process. Unless and until you manually press on the button of your CPU, things will not start. But switching off the computer you can schedule. Understood? It will automatically switch off. Let's suppose you are downloading a movie, clear, which will take approximately 3 hours. Now it is exactly a time when you like to sleep. Let's suppose it is already 11 p.m. Now you are willing to go to sleep. What you can do is, you can definitely schedule a time when Windows will automatically shut down. So basically, who is responsible to accomplish all this? Operating system. Clear? Managing the use of main memory. Main memory means what? Main memory basically RAM and ROM. These are the main memory. Clear? So managing the main memory is done by whom? The operating system. For example, let's suppose you have a 4 GB RAM onto your computer. Now what computer will do, it will properly allocate memory for individual application software so that things can be carried out smoothly. Clear? So for example, let's suppose multitasking. You are doing multitasking. You are watching a movie. At the background, you are downloading something via Mozilla Firefox, as well as on background, let's suppose some other stuffs are also going on. Let's suppose you are playing a game also. You have just minimized that game. So what operating system will do is it will properly allocate memory. It will properly allocate the main memory. Okay. So basically allocation means what? Providing. Allocation means providing memory. Clear? You just assume that you are having a desk. You are having a table. Basically a table. A table you are having, as much larger table you will have, that much amount of books you can open. If you are having a smaller table, you can open up less number of books. If you are having a larger table, you can open up many number of books. So what is this table resembling? This table is resembling the RAM. Higher the amount of RAM, easier it will be by the operating system to manage the application. Okay, smooth running of the application. Managing and manipulating files. See, managing and manipulating files. Files means what? Files means whatever document you are saving, whatever presentation you are saving, whatever data you are saving, all those resembles files. Files can be anything. An audio-visual file, a PPT file, many other. Even a JPEG, that means even an image. An image is also a type of file with extension .jpeg. So basically files can be of many types. Okay. So now managing and manipulating file means what? Whatever the files you are having, on double clicking a file, it directly opens up, isn't it? Let's suppose you are having an image. As soon as you double click that image, it automatically opens up. It automatically gets displayed. Let's suppose onto a pic, you double click. What will happen? That pic will open on Windows viewer, that is whatever. There are many software over which you need to go to properties and you can change, you can customize that. There are many softwares, you can use anything, but definitely the operating system will see that JPEG file, that image file shall open up properly. So basically the operating system manages all these things. For example, let's suppose a song is generally of .mp3 extension. So if you would like to open a song, it will definitely open up with its resembling application software. Let's suppose you have changed the properties that it should open using Pot Player. I myself use Pot Player. Okay. So all the audio files I used to open with Pot Player. So every time I do not go to Pot Player and drag that file onto the Pot Player. The operating system itself manages in such a way that as soon as I will open an audio file, it will open up using Pot Player. Okay, so basically the operating system manages all these tasks. Okay, manages system security and performance. See, operating system also helps to manage the system security. Means what? If you have a good knowledge of computer, you can go to, that is, control panel. Over there system security option is already present. See, I am assuming that you have heard the term, that is firewall. What is basically a firewall? A firewall itself is a software which blocks the external threats. Which type of external threats? Since you might be continuously using internet, you might be using some other type of relevant things, for example pen drives and all those things. The first defense mechanism that automatically is established by the operating system itself without any kind of installation of external antivirus is the firewall. Understood? So the operating system itself also have, for example, your body also have an internal immune system. It acts as whom? Doctor. the doctor comes and tries to save your life by giving you the medicine, proper medicine, isn't it? Similarly, your immune system itself acts as a doctor. It fights against the disease, isn't it? Similarly, operating system itself have firewall. It can fight. Even Windows, if let's suppose you are friendly with Windows 10 or Windows 8, you will go over there, Bitdefender or some kind of that type of, I am not remembering the exact name, that type of security software is also pre-installed. Understood? You can just go over there. If you have the licensed version of operating system, no need of installing any other kind of external antivirus. You can just go and update that. Keep on updating that. It will act as antivirus. A pre-installed antivirus. That means what? The operating system is also monitoring the system and performance. If there would be a compromise with the security, definitely the performance of your operating system, the computer performance will lag. If your computer is threat prone, definitely the performance will reduce. If your computer system is having viruses, definitely the performance of your computer system will get reduced. Understood? So who is the ultimate person to monitor all these things? The operating system. Last point is manages system resources. To manage all the different type of system resources, ultimate person who monitors is operating system. Means what? The resource person. Go to task manager. Over there you can find a tab option. A tab is there which resembles resource. Okay. Which application is consuming how much resource? Resource means what? Let's suppose your processor have the capability of 3 gigahertz. The speed capability of your processor is 3 gigahertz. That means what? The operating system will definitely manage in accordance of the processor speed. Let's suppose you are trying to play a high profile game. Understood? You are trying to play a high profile game. The operating system will enhance the performance of the game. Why? Because it will access the resource of the processor. If let's suppose you are having an older processor, let's suppose Intel Atom processor, an older processor, okay, an older processor with reduced clock speed. So definitely your Windows, your operating system will face problem, and definitely that game might not even run on that computer. So basically the Windows itself manages what? Manages the resource so as to easen up the task, so that the application can run smoothly. Okay.